Hello hunters, this is Risic, and today I want to talk about us having two weapons in Monster Hunter Wilds. This has sparked a lot of conversation in the community about what people are wanting to take and theorizing this and that. Seen a lot of conversations about the pocket hunting horn, but that's not really what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the kind of depth we can expect to see having two weapons bring to the game. Now, we've known about being able to bring two weapons pretty early on. A lot of people had guessed that's what would happen based on the very first announcement trailer, and they confirmed it shortly after. And that gives us a ton of possibility. That is 105 unique weapon combinations. That's including pairing weapons with themselves and then pairing with every other one. And I got a chart here, I'll show you. 105, that's a lot. And that's a lot of options when it comes to hunting. And not just for solo play, not just for, oh, my build is, I'm going to do a hunting horn and a gun lance because I like the two weapons. But it has a lot of implications for team play, as well as monster designs, I think we'll see. Take, for example, Barroth. Whenever Barroth has mud armor, it takes more damage on its hit zones from water damage until you wash the mud away. Then it's more susceptible to fire damage. Or like with Namielle, its hit zones change whether it's wet or dry. So on monsters like that, you'll be able to bring a weapon to deal with both states. And with having more tools, I believe Capcom's going to give us more opportunities to utilize those tools. I forget where I'd seen it, but I saw somebody mentioned, what if they had the two weapon switching in like Alatreon? Imagine you get the elemental trip, and then you can switch to your raw weapon to do even more damage to it. And I would just love to see more mechanics like that in Wilds, especially now that we have the capabilities to deal with it. And that's just on individual level, solo play. Imagine the kind of strategies teams can come up with whenever they have 105 different combinations to pick from. Like a dual blades player, they could pack a paralysis set of dual blades, get the para off, switch to their main weapon, and keep going. They get their utility from the dual blades that inflict paralysis. They can go back to their damage and continue helping the team that way. Or it could help a bow gunner. Maybe they missed a couple of shots, para set up, and bam! You got a real easy way to adapt. Or bow gunner can take multiple status guns. Have one that's, say, dedicated to more elemental or status focused bow gun, and then have your sticky bow gun to get those KOs, if that's still any good in Wilds. Hopefully it's not overly broken like it is in the past couple, but just as an example. Another one I've seen floating around that I don't know how serious it would be. It'd probably be pretty hard to juggle this, but some people have mentioned bringing all hunting horns. Everybody plays their buffs, and then have one person with Melody Extend keep all the buffs up and going. Which might be, like I said, tough to pull off, but it'd be hilarious. And that's just a couple of the over 100, like I said before, combinations of weapons. I'm really excited to see how people come up with different strategies and how different groups will have different strategies with their own setups for weapons against certain monsters. So I'm really excited to see what kind of depth something as simple as just bringing two weapons is going to have to an already deep game. And then on top of that, you have all the more enhanced move sets of all the different weapons, and I think we're just going to have a real good time with it. But me personally, I'll probably bring two hunting horns, or maybe a hunting horn and a gun lance, just depending on what I feel like hunting with at the time. I'm going to have to talk to my buddies and see what kind of crowd control setups we can get going. Let me know what your ideal combination would be, or any ideas for strategies you might have down in the comments below, and I'll see you later. Bye.